Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at Monster Strike, and then we'll look at my max lux numbers 101 through 110. And then usually I do these 5 at a time, but the way it turned out, just not having a voice from hay fever, and then also getting a whole bunch of max lux all at once, meant that I could do this video with 10 at a time. So let's get into it. Number 101 was Malik. I was super happy to get the clear of this guy. You had to clear the very high difficulty quest. It took me a full week to do it, but I think he's pretty great. He's balanced with a double null, no gauge, speed up. He's pretty good for the 15th level of the Kinki no Goku. And then actually I'll show you something interesting. Let's see. Yes. As you can see, I have 5 copies of Malik Ascension. And then the reason for that is because he's really good, even as a 1 luck. And then he's also good for a number of quests in the second version of the Watchtower. So by having 5 copies, I can use him 5 different places. And then the difference between his 1 luck and his max luck is not so great. It's a little bit of a difference in the damage of the direct attacks, but otherwise he's the same. Somebody like Meruemu, there's a big difference between the 1 luck and the max luck. And yeah, some people made like 3 max lucks of Meruemu. But I only made the 1 max luck of Malik and then got a bunch of 1 lucks, so I'll have a lot of options for the Watchtower. So that was number 101. Number 102 was Tsunayoshi. And I actually don't have any real plans to use her, either version of her. But, her quest is so easy now. You can bring a bunch of Juliet, or you can bring a bunch of Lucifer, and then I have my Magmel max luck. That the quest was pretty easy. And then I also did it on a day when the dark quests in the library would give you greater rates for drops, so it was pretty quick and easy to make her. The evolution is maybe a little more interesting. It's a bounce with the null damage wall, null block. That's an interesting combination for a max luck. Stats are low, bump combo's not so great, strike shot's not so great. But yeah, just to finish it, Tsunayoshi. Okay, next I was much more excited about, and that was Anki. And then he was in my top 10 max lux for Dark. And then he was only one of 2 drop monsters that were in 5-star and under quests that I recommended as max lux. But he is a Pierce with a Flight and Null block. It's a very nice Sling style double null ability. And then a Counter Killer, passive in him. So that's nice. Extra damage, and then you can also see who he has the killer for at any time. Bump combo is pretty strong. It's the lock-on Shockwave, not piercing. And then Strike Shot is the homing. That could be good, okay, maybe decent damage. But yeah, Anki. Okay, next was Doraemon. And this guy's pretty good. He's a Pierce with the Minesweeper No Warp. And then he has the same strike shot as Setsuna. Not as strong, of course, but it's like a meteor strike shot which can maybe hit a guy multiple times, depending on your positioning. And then, yeah, he's got a pretty special combination of wood and pierce and that double null. He's one of a kind, I think, so I could see myself maybe using him. Okay, number 105 was Drasarina. Still haven't used her, but she's the max luck that I'm the most excited about lately. She's a Pierce with the Flight No Warp, and then the Blast Bomb combo, so that's nice. She has an 8-turn Tackle Strike shot as well, so that will give her immunity to the magic circles, and then it makes it pretty easy for her to dodge damage walls, and then gravity barriers don't bother her very much either. So depending on how you use her, she could be a go anywhere max luck. I will intend to use her like that. But the thing about go anywhere max lucks is that you have to kind of remember to use them. Because if you don't remember, then it's easy to forget them. But I'll make the effort for Drasarina. She should be interesting. One nice thing about characters with 8-turn tackle strike shots and then the blast bump combo is that you can position them right on the boss. And then with the other characters, you can use their strong bump combos more easily against the boss. This is especially good for characters with like kind of short range bump combos, like Rickle, or you could use a character with like a dunk laser, like Bishamonten or something. That would make it really easy to use that one. So yeah, Girassarina has some nice support abilities as well. Okay, the next 4 were all characters from the Doraemon collaboration. So Nobita, and then Suneo, and Shizuka, and Giant. It wasn't that big of a deal to make all of these. You just have to play, the normal quests enough times in order to get the bells, and then you can use the bells to pull the hatcher, get the drops of the 3 guys. Shizuka actually took a little bit of effort. I had to play some multiplayer matches. I had to pull in the friend hatcher, but she's super worth it. I used her as a 5-star actually in the Diablo quest in order to lower my rarity and so get more medals from that quest. But even as a 5-star, her bump combo is pretty strong. So as a 6-star, I think she'll be pretty useful. And then max luck number 110 was Kirara Taisa Ascension. She was in my top 10 list for fire max lucks. She has a balance with no warp, no block, and then the blast bump combo. So yeah, double null, one of which is block, and then the blast bump combo is really good. Speed is decent. So yeah, I could use her in a lot of places. Most likely easier quests, with either warps or blocks. But yeah, she should be useful. Okay, so that is a look at max lucks number 101 through 110. And then it's been a while, so let's look at my spirit crests. Here we can look at, kind of how many max lucks I've made per element, and then which characters I'm using now. So here is fire, 2600. That's pretty good. Water is 25. Wood is 21. This is my lowest one. This should not be difficult to work on though, because with wood quests you can use Himiko or Mana and then get through this very quickly. So if I'm in the mood, I can raise the wood number pretty quickly. For light is 27. That's pretty high. And then for dark, I'm very close to 30. So that's pretty good. And then, yeah, way back when the Spirit Crests were first released, I was kind of close to the start of my JP account, so I didn't have a lot of max lucks. And so getting up to like 5,000 per element, that is the goal, because then you can get the strongest Slayer there. But even like 3,000 I thought was going to take forever. Actually, maybe it was forever, but I've come pretty close with my dark and light, so that's exciting. And then listening to people talk recently, people are really saying that these spirit crests are really, really important. They really change how your characters can function, especially in a higher level difficulty quests. And then some people are even saying that they're more important than ableberries, which I was surprised to hear, but it makes sense. You can get the 25% extra damage against a certain element. That's better than a sidekick S++ ableberry, so that's pretty cool. And then you get the certain abilities which you can't get from ableberries, like immunity to like attack down or speed down or bump combo lock or whatever. So yeah, I will keep working on getting max lux for the different elements, and then hopefully unlocking new abilities for each element. Okay, I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.